Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Love It or Shove It. And today we have a late episode, but as always, we are with you, and it's me, Irina Portnova. I'm here with my co-host Bruno Gill, and we have our amazing Dina. Dina,
Hi.
so much for
Hi, everybody.
coming.
Thank
Yes,
you for inviting me.
Dina, say a couple of words about
Sorry.
yourself.
Oh, yes. It is not the first time here, so I forgot about to
Yeah,
tell
but
about
maybe
myself because
somebody's
we have
watching the
new.
first time.
Yes, now I'm in understanding. No, okay. My name is Dina Alexander. I am a personal coach, a relationship coach, and a sex coach. And I think it's really needed, not only on the island of Aruba, is where I live, born and raised here, but it's needed all over the world because I think sex is being taken lightly, too lightly, and
Mm-hmm.
and I made it a part of myself to educate in that area, and I do marry sex with spirituality. I think that is
Mm-hmm.
very important because we are more than just a piece of meat. We are there is a part of us that we usually most of us does not understand, but we carry it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Love it. Love it. And thanks so much for coming for today's episode. And today's topic is setting the mood tips for an enchanting intimacy. And you were the one to propose that topic. So we allow you to take a lead and we're just going to ask you more questions from the audience.
Yes, I do write for an article, a magazine here. I have an article every week. I'm the sex coach in the magazine. It's called Focus, Aruba Focus. It's in Papiamento. It's in our language. And the owner, I was totally not inspired. What for team should I? I've been writing in this magazine for, I think, 6 years already. Every
Mm.
month. So there comes a period where I was not inspired. So, and she told me, Dina, you know what? We something about decoration in October. So I did a homework, and I educated myself on that area, and I find it very nice, and it helps. It should help couples. If you think October as a month that you associate with autumn and prepare for end of year festivities. So before you go into Christmas, you can use October. Can be especially the opportunity to strengthen for your loving relationship. Okay, and instead of being only autumn. So use that October to decorate your home romantically. And this can create an atmosphere of love and intimacy. And that can contribute to a stronger and more harmonious relationship. You will be astonished. You will be astonished when you clean up and you put some candles. So that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Create that pleasant environment. Romantic decoration that can change the ambiance of your home. What are we talking about? We are talking about candles, cushions. We are talking about um, paintings, writings. We are talking about messages on the walls. We are talking about a lot of things that will help the environment be more romantic. Soft lighting. We never think about that. It gives a warm feeling in the heart. Pleasant aromas instead of aroma of the kitchen that you food. Usually when you enter your house, it smells like food. When you need to change it. There are some very pleasant aromas that is very, it inspires you to be loving.
Mm-hmm.
I do tell my clients also to decorate to reflect you and or your partner. So use colors that you like, use textures that you like. The, by using your environment to relax, you can enjoy and know a lot of other things from your relationship by being relaxed. So tell me, I've
Yes,
been
you know
talking
what?
a lot.
You know what I'm thinking about? Yes, it's great when you are a woman, and I just wanted to ask Bruno. Bruno, do you care for the candles, for the scents, and all nonsense?
Yes, I do actually. But I think, I think for me, like, what's like super romantic is like when you, like, that's also very important, but, but like if you're ultimately the person wants to feel, I feel like ultimately the person wants to feel good when having sex. So it's not just the comfort of your awareness of your environment, of where you are and how you are doing it, but really how you're feeling doing it. So I think pillows are very good, because if I'm laid down and she's on top of me, if my neck is hurting, forget about it. I need pillows, you know? I need pillows on my neck, right? And it's like, for example, it's like, I think that, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit biased towards my own way of pleasure, but for example, I much rather be doing it physically comfortable than environment comfort, you know, because, right? Because if I'm not comfortable doing it, like if something is hurting, right? If anything is happening, right? Like for example, let's say the environment around me is very comforting and stuff, and I feel okay. But for example, if I'm getting a blowjob, for example, but it's hurting because the woman doesn't know what she's doing, it's not the environment around me that is gonna stop the pain that my dick is feeling, right? So I'm not really, it's not really gonna work, right? But if the environment around me is whatever it is, but I'm actually being able to feel the pleasure of what I'm receiving, then I'm gonna come anyways, right? So to me, it's like I rather have the comfort of how I'm receiving it, how I'm doing it, like in right, than really like the comfort of what's around me, right? Because yeah, right, like I want to finish, she wants to finish, like we both want to have fun. It's very important, so yeah, that's kind of my opinion. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah, hopefully I made sense and I was able to like make myself understand well. Yeah.
I think you know what. Thanks so much for sharing the man's point of view, and obviously we want to hear more from men in the comments. If anybody's brave enough to say how a romantic environment is really helping, right? Because for me, yes, it matters. Like I'm totally with Dina, right? The fragrance of the candles, and I'm very specific. I'm not too much on the sweet side. I am more like like something like pine tree. This is like my thing, right? Something very light and gentle, and obviously everything matters to me, like the sheets on the bed, like you mentioned, the pillows. I love the soft music. I love like champagne or a nice wine, right? Just to have the settings, right, that puts you in the tone, that gives you that, especially when sometimes we are scrolling through the beautiful photos where they have like huge bed, like facing the beautiful sea, and then the rose petals on the bed, right? I think it's all like women stuff, but
No,
this is something, no, but this
no,
is like I'm just talking about
No,
myself,
no.
because this is something that gives me like the drive, the extra drive, because like even taking into consideration. If I go to the restaurant, to me everything is important, not only for the food to be delicious, but also the presentation. What kind of environment I love, like like soft music playing, maybe the jazz, the live music, to have like very with the high windows that have a beautiful view outside, right? So for me, everything matters. So I think it all depends what rocks your boat, but I think all these beautiful details, they add that beautiful flavor to whatever is going on. Hey, Giovanni.
Very
Yes,
white.
very white. Love
Wow.
very
Yeah.
white. Yes, absolutely. Love
I
his
love
music.
making
Yes.
music. Yeah. Or baby making
Mm-hmm.
music. You know what? I love you guys because I'm totally with Bruno and I'm totally with you, Irina. However, if you like women, you need that foreplay. You need to decorate. You need to have that beautiful stuff, that music, that candle, and that everything. But if you like men, you just have your just need a dick, and that's it. Yeah, I'm going to be very harsh because if you love women, you need to have that special touch. It's simple. It's simple
Mhm.
if whether you like it or not, but it's part of that game. So you need to have Barry White, for example.
Yes, I love Barry White. Yeah, Giovanni, I'm with you.
Yes. So number
Mm-hmm.
two that I wanted to talk more about, besides decorating that's those gadgets and whatnot over for playing, decoration, romantic decoration enhances communication. You won't believe it, but it's true. A home decorated with love and attention can stimulate positive communication between you and your partner. The environment you create can help open dialogues and share thoughts and feelings more easily. A romantic atmosphere can help you feel more connected to each other. If you enter a room that smells like um, perspiration,
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to be very hard because thanks to Bruno, he helped me recognize that some men do not put that extra attention and they ruin the relationship because of not knowing. Okay, you cannot have a sweaty room and you want a relationship with a woman. You need a relationship with a man, because if I enter the room and it smells like sweat, I'll be out of the room.
Yes, we lost the interest.
Yes, it's like you deflated everything. So put a candle if you don't want to do anything else. A very good candle can damp that, take away that smelly sweat from that room. So going back to communication, a home decorated with love. What am I talking about? I think the colors doesn't matter. Okay, if you only have brown and black, and I don't have a problem, because if the fetish between you guys is leather and black and red, hey, you go for it. But I'm talking about decorating a room, which a family room, for you guys, okay? Not that special hot room, sexy room. No, the living room. So I think you need to work with colors or with writings, messages to communicate. Okay, what do you think when you hear me talking about this? I would love to hear what Bruno would say because he helps me. What comes up to you in you when you hear me talking like this?
Okay, well, so obviously, I feel like you're talking about decoration at home. You want to stimulate the eyes, you want to stimulate the senses, right? I mean, you have to come to me. It's like you have to be a little bit real, which is like you're not going to decorate the sexy room the same way you're going to decorate the living room, right? But you can leave like little hints there, right? You can leave like little hints there, you know, little hints, you know, make a little puzzle, you know, why not? Because I guess like that's is like I'm a very balanced person between my feminine and my masculine. If I was going to decorate my own house, I was going to decorate my house with masculine and feminine traits, right? Whether if it is flowers, whether if it is wall colors, whether if it is paintings, whether if it is wall art, whether if it is carpets, whether if it is table, things, like what you put on top of the table, right? For decoration. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Uh, I think I'd be a little bit whatever. But I think I don't know. It's like because it's like you either have the stereotypical type living room, the stereotypical type sex room, or you just say fuck it all and you just create it as yourself. It's like it's like my sex room doesn't have to be red for it to be a sex room. I know it's a sex room. That's all that matters. I don't care, right? I can make it blue. I can make it black. I can make it yellow, which I wouldn't because yellow is weird. But right, but it really doesn't matter. Like it's all up to your taste. But it's like yeah. I mean, I figure that no, I like to have it balanced. You know, not too much of a sex room. Like in the living room, you're gonna have like little hints there, right? But you can also make like you can still put some sexy stuff on the living room. It's not a fuck free zone. It's also a fucking zone, so that's nice, right? So it's fine, right? But like you can in your sex room still have things that you put in your living room, which also means like, look, this is not just a place where you have sex. You can also sit down and have a conversation. Why not? And then have sex. I don't know, like it's all up to people. It's all up to people's creativity. Gotta be creativity. That's where the fun is, right? There's so ways you can enchant like intimacy in places, in environments, with people, in objects. There's so many ways. It's just gotta be creative with it. It's like the more creative you are with it, the best, right? Maybe you'll even invent something. Who knows?
Yes.
But yeah, I just really think that. But for example, you were talking about sweat. I like it. It's like, and something. I think like because I'm a very prideful person. Like I'd be really pissed off if the woman left my house because it smells like sweat. So whenever I have somebody come into my room, or whenever I used to have somebody come into my room, right? Let's say, or my house, I used to always clean it up, always. Whether they would come, whether they wouldn't come, whether they would lie to me and they wouldn't, whether they wouldn't lie to me and they actually would come. I'm always like, I'd always clean my house, always. I'd never be like, oh, they're probably not gonna come, and then they would come. No, no, no. I'd never take the chance for granted. I wouldn't. I'd always like, I'd always clean my house, everything, couches, floor, tables, curtains, everything would be clean. Like windows all open so the air flows and stuff, and
Oh my
everything.
God, I love Giovanni. Look, he wrote the whole, like poem. Let's read it. Yes, smells and fragrances is very important. I light a little silver sage, frankincense, and myrrh. Always clean sheets, always clean, fresh, comfy blankets on couches. Can always take off the blankets and wash them after, in case she's a squirter and leaves everything soaking wet. I love
Yes,
it.
I
I
love
love
that.
it.
I love
I love
Great
Giovanni.
message. Thank you, Giovanni. Yay.
that.
Totally, totally. You know what? I also wanted to add something, electronics. So when we come to intimate time, like leave everything off because this is something that can also disturb the, the environment and the setting and the mood, right? If you know,
Yes.
like if you are just intimate with the person and somebody is calling or there is like ding ding, the message is coming, right? So I think all electronics have to be out of the room, so this way you can connect better, unless you have the music playing on the phone, right? But try to, you know, like find another way to have the music, because I know that electronics can be very disturbing, and nowadays we are the society that like we are distracted enough. So let's just have that time that we connect on a deeper level with another human being.
Yes. I love what Bruno just said. It triggered something in me. When I was dating, and I met a gentleman. I was going out, and it was a very pleasant man. And he invited me to his home. And when I entered, it was smelly, and he apologized because he told me that he didn't have time to clean it up. But I know, as a woman, I know that that smell is not from yesterday, and so I never went back. It was a very nice guy, but for me, my nose, that is my fetish. And when Giovanni is talking about those incense, frankincense, and sage and myrrh, that's my thing. I like the smell of those incense. So yeah, it the nose is very powerful, and someone can fall in love through the nose because of how you call that um
Pheromones, I don't know, is it?
pheromones. Pheromones.
Mm-hmm.
You should spray those pheromones in your living room.
Mm-hmm.
Use that scent. Or
Yeah, that's why. Yes, that's why we have the colognes and for the ladies, you know, like
yeah, pheromones. Yes,
the
Giovanni.
perfumes, right? It's to enhance the senses.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
Giovanni,
this is
pheromones.
yes, this is good this is education, because if this gentleman, for example, we went out a couple of times, and there was a click between us, but that further getting to know each other, I couldn't see myself going out with someone. His home is like that. So if his home is like that, how will his body be? So is a clean? I don't know. So I love Diesel. I'm sure Diesel has infused pheromones in its perfumes. Diesel, yes, I think so. Diesel is a very very nice perfume. Yes, yes. So what comes up, or should we continue to the next item that?
Yeah, I agree with you, Dina. It would be like my last time visiting that man for sure. Yes,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a no.
No, we
No,
can be friends, but not intimate. No.
absolutely, absolutely.
I think the decorating your space romantically can stimulate intimacy. A lot of couples have problems. The libido is down. They don't have sex often, only once a week. But if you decorate your home romantically, it will stimulate intimacy. Romantic decoration can stimulate physical and emotional intimacy. So just what we are saying, soft colors, comfortable fabrics, and elements.
Lightning, right? Lightning. That what comes to me. Yeah,
Oh, I have
street
something to
light.
say. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So the lighting. So fun fact, the soft red light is actually very nice because it increases melatonin.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a
Mm.
good thing. Yes.
However, bringing a woman to a house that has soft red lighting can probably scare them a little bit because they think they're gonna be kidnapped because of the light, because like people see too many movies, man. Um, yeah.
No,
So
to me, red is the color of passion. So this, like it wouldn't be scary for me.
yeah. And also another thing, I mean, people are the way they are, and it's all about respecting them, whatever it is, whatever. But I think, well, I believe that like uh, men, I think it's in men and women. I think it's in their priorities, right? It's like, for example, Dina, you went to a house of a man, of a gentleman, as you said, who his house didn't smell the proper way, the right way, or the way that you would love for it to smell, right? But I don't know. It's like if I knew, but that's me though, by the way. But I think men in general. I think of men in general. Uh, I think if a man is not able to know, okay, so this person is gonna come here, you know, it's gonna look this way, it's gonna be this way, right? Like if nobody is coming, then you have your house the way you wanna have your house. It's up to you. But if you're gonna have somebody come to your fucking house, like at least like make the effort. Like you
Yes.
don't even have to clean things around. Just open the windows, right, and let the smell leave, and just put some perfume. For example, I like this fragrance for my house. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. Wait a second. Wait. Three
You know what?
seconds.
It
Three,
comes
two,
down to me, like while
one.
Bruno's searching for that. No, it doesn't work for me. It's like, a man either has it or not. And I'm sorry, it doesn't work that,
So
like he must have just, like not expected anybody. No, if the person, it's like with the woman, if she takes care of herself, she takes care of herself all the time, and the environment she is in, right? And if somebody doesn't, that's it, it doesn't have to be just at that point.
Yes. What's the
so
name?
this so this is called uh perfume of oud. OUD. It's like leaves.
Oh,
Yes. And this is very nice. This is a very nice perfume. Very
okay.
nice. Yeah.
That is nice to have a gentleman with that special touch. It's beautiful for a woman, and it's inviting to have that
Yeah.
when you enter a man's house, it smells beautiful. Yeah. Giovanni, lightning is important. Yes, I put different colors in different rooms. Oh yes, me
Yeah,
too.
that's
Me too.
beautiful.
Me too.
Mhm.
I use the Philips bulbs on my phone, and I have them on different room. Yes, yes, I love that. I love that color changes of colors. Um,
Mhm.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is you can create memories. If you use, for example, I started stating that October is autumn, and it's known to clear that people will clean up, um, uh, throw things away, put new stuff in. So you can create memories by make it a tradition for you and your partner to decorate your home romantically in October, and you can create memories that you can remember and share together. It will strengthen and strengthen your bond and understanding between you and your partner. So I do encourage couples to do these things together, because usually you go to work, you come back, and usually they don't sit at the table and eat, but at least you do something together, and it's a tradition. Every October you decorate your home romantically before Christmas. So what do you think about that?
Giovanni says seasonal rituals.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, it's, or what comes to me. It's like, like we are talking about preparing for the seasons, for the holidays, decorating, but we also have to get rid of everything what we do not use, because remember, like energetically, when we are having a lot of items that we are not using, even if these are the new items. This is just, something that taking out our energetic space, and it's not allowing us to have something what we want in our life. So it's very important to get rid of everything, right? To do that, uh, cleaning, deep cleaning, and also get rid of everything that you're not wearing, even if it's new, just, to create more spacious place, and obviously invite new energies.
Yes. Yes. I love that. New energies.
Mhm.
Um, does something come up, Bruno, in you?
Um, well, I mean, I mean, I figure that, it's just really paying attention to what the other person is, asking you, talking to you, wanting. I figure that the more you pay attention to what your partner wants, the more your partner will pay attention to what you want as well. And I figure that even if you don't have that many things in common, or you do, even if you don't, and you pay attention to what each other does want, if you, I wouldn't say work hard enough, but if you're smart together and you use your brains properly, you'll find a way to reach an agreement, right? To reach a fun way to either create a ritual or create, once a year, something that you can really find that you can do together, which is also very nice. But obviously, it has to come from both sides, because if it doesn't, then it's impossible to work.
No.
It's like, right, it's
Mm.
impossible to work. And I think that, like, as well, um, I feel that, like, women more and more and more. I don't mean this as how do I say, like, I don't mean this as an offense or as a critique or anything. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. Depends on how it comes out, how it's used in women. But I think women more and more and more are getting more complex by the day, right? I think they
That's
want
our
more.
job.
I think like they want more, 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 and instead of themselves giving it to them, they just expect somebody that they will eventually respect to give it to them, which is, can I see that as wrong. um, but at the same time, it's one of those things where, like, I figure that a lot of women have to also understand that, look, number one, if you're not able to give it to yourself, why would somebody give it to you? Number two, you
Right.
gotta you gotta feel like you deserve it, right? In order for you gotta feel like you deserve it, right? In order for somebody to see it, right? Because, for example, me as a man, uh, you know, um, if I was 16, right, I'd look at the person, I'd look at a woman, and I would be like, oh, she doesn't deserve it, but I see so much potential in her. Maybe one day she'll know how to do it, right? But she's not doing anything to really, like, work on herself by herself. Nowadays, I'm like, if you can't do anything on your own, which I'm not saying you can't, I'm saying that you're not making the effort to believe in yourself. Sorry, but I have really no other reason to believe in you if you're with me, simply because you're with me and now I'm helping you. To me, it's like, you gotta show me something even when you're not with somebody. You gotta show me something. You gotta show me something that I can grab on, so I can believe that you are able to do it, right? Especially if you're with me, you gotta show me something. You can't expect me to believe in you that you're able to do this and you're able to do that. And when we're talking about, like, giving us what we deserve, right? Because very important that we are intimate with ourselves, right? And it's very important that not only we are intimate with ourselves, but it's also very important that, like, we're not living for other people, right? That we're not living, like, for the approval of others. You gotta approve yourself first, and this might not look like it has. What does this have to do with intimacy? Well, it has everything to do with intimacy. It has everything to do with your own energies, or, like Giovanni is saying, new energies. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, Giovanni says new energies, keyword new, to become aware of the things that animate, electrifies, and moves us. And if we become open to the possibilities of looking at everything symbolically, archetypal, yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Giovanni. And you know what? I also wanted to mention about massage oil. That's also part of that beautiful intimate time, right? Because they also have like great fragrances to it, and it's also about enhance the sensations and the feelings. And it's great when both partners know how to do massage. If not, go and learn.
No, you know what?
Go and learn.
Yeah, I love
Yes,
this. I love
yes.
this. We are talking about, so I started this to decorate your home, and maybe we should finish it decorating your home and decorating your body, because we can talk an hour about decoration of body, which is needed in a relationship between a woman and a man. Both should be decorating their body, but that's another episode.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it was very cool. Giovanni, thanks so much. We appreciate. Thanks so much for stopping by and having a great time with us. He says, a man has got to have a basic knowledge of massage technique. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you. Yes. So thanks so much. We had so much fun, Giovanni, that you participated with us. Come anytime. Maybe one day you want to join us as a guest, so we have lots of fun. Just let us know. We'll be happy to see you with us. And for everybody, thanks so much for tuning into this episode, and keep showing up, keep doing something, right? Because as long as we are breathing, we're constantly discovering and we are learning. And also for anybody else who is watching us on other platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel to see all the episodes that we already played before. And let's create something powerful. Let's uplift ourselves and continue to explore, because you either love it or shove it. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye, Giovanni.
Bye.